Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NBA. We're going to talk about some NBA news. Here's some run to it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Perry Report here. You know, the Raptors have already traded OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam. Well, Perry Report here, the Raptors are expected to trade Chris Boucher before the trade deadline. Into the article here, they're reportedly likely to trade big man Chris Boucher. He's the final remaining player from its championship team in 2018-19. And this is most likely going to happen. I will not be surprised. They're very likely to trade Chris Boucher for the deadline per at Blake Murphy ODC. They're entering a new era, as they've already moved on from small forward OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam. They've got some good, for 2 expiring contracts, they get some good pieces under that. They're most likely going to trade him. He's averaging 6.2 points, 4.0 rebounds, shooting 47% from the field, 32.9% from 3. So, it's hard to believe he's the last player from that 2019 championship team. But the Celtics could definitely try and go after Chris Boucher to get a backup forward. I mean, he had a good run there, but he's sneaky good, and he just wasn't getting a lot of playing time. When he did play, he was solid. His performance has not been that bad. But if the Celtics get him and they could use a backup forward, that would be very good. So, Perry Report, the Lakers are likely going back to the starting lineup that fans have been begging for. You mean the one that almost took them to the finals? About time, Darwin Ham. I don't know, if your coach had to go with what the fans clamor as a starting lineup, then that means he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, this dude must go. And finally, I guess they're going to that lineup. The fans have been waiting for us and watched them still lose. I guess we'll see how it goes. But if they still lose, then yeah, they'll have no hope. But you can put Rui Hachimura in there. You already know what you got in Vando. Try and get Rui going. The Lakers ain't doing shit without him being an important piece of the puzzle. But you're paying him $16 million a year. Let's at least see how it looks with him starting. If not, then you can go back to Jared Vanderbilt. And what's that? I assume it might be D'Lo, Reeves, Prince, Braun, and AD. Could be the lineup, but if they still don't win with that, if that's what the fans want, then I don't know. So Kevin Durant, he's confused why he's not in the GOAT conversation. Because I went to the Warriors, why should I be in that? That's the question you should ask. Why not? What haven't I done? Question mark, end quote. Win a ring without joining a 73-9 team to get one. Like, there's no way he's being for real. I thought this was a Dunk Centel quote. I thought it was a parody. If anything, Curry's closer. Win a ring without joining a 73-9 team. Curry didn't need Kevin Durant because they went, 73-9? That year, they didn't need Kevin Durant. Because you haven't done anything without Steph Curry on your team. Win one without Steph, and that will be possible. You've chased down superstars, win rings. Warriors. I mean, you didn't win one with the Nets and Suns, but you still had a super team. He hasn't won without Curry, and win just one singular ring without playing the best team in the NBA, and you'll be included in those conversations. I understand from Katie's perspective why he went to the Warriors, but he shouldn't act like that doesn't impact his legacy. He got carried to 2 rings. But yeah, that's all I'm saying about that. The Washington Wizards are reportedly looking for better quality draft picks in exchange for Kyle Kuzma than the ones Toronto received for Pascal Siakam per at the sideline. And I quote from Mark Stein, the Wizards sources say want at least 2 first-round picks for Kuzma, and the implications they will be seeking higher quality picks than Toronto received from Indiana in the Siakam trade. 2 of the 3 future first-rounders sent to the Raptors by Indiana are from the off-maligned 2024 draft this June. Period. End quote. Man, the 77-34 Wizards trying to hold the line. They think they're trading away a superstar. Like Kuz is not that guy. He's not a superstar. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. don't put words about somebody else in my mouth saying, oh, he's not a good player. He's a good player. He's just not a superstar. What happened to the game I love? But Siakam's off the market. But Kuzma's contract is amazing, though, which makes him even more valuable. I'd say Pascal Siakam's better than Kyle Kuzma, but Kuzma's contract is better, and he's a good player. So, but Kuz should not get better draft picks than Siakam. But Pascal was on an expiring deal, which I'll say makes sense. Kuzma's locked in for 4 years and for cheap. 2 firsts is a solid asking price. But the Rudy trade really, remember that Rudy Gobert trade really ruined the trade market. They're going to be upset with their offers. I don't know if anybody's going to give all those picks. I could definitely see a team like the 76ers doing it, though, to get that third piece. Udonis Haslem says he doesn't fuck with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. I see you on the grocery store. It's on. Man, how does this account keep spamming this hate content? It's like a hate mascot. This man is 43 years old, talking about on site in a supermarket. We gotta stop making podcast equipment so easily attainable. And KG and Paul Pierce don't fuck with random role players either. So Paul Pierce was in the comments of Haslam getting his jersey retired, and he implied that he didn't earn his number getting retired. He said, "This one given, bro, just saying." I mean, I guess you can say he's wrong, I guess. No and yes. Yes, you don't have to be a multiple-time All-Star or a star player to get your jersey retired, but he wasn't that good of a player to get his jersey retired is what he implied. But he's a franchise leader in rebounds and has played on all 3 championship teams, so that's why he got his jersey retired. So I guess you can say yes and no. So Gilbert Arenas gets real on Bronny James. USC's kind of struggled this year. Bronny, I think he's got better as the season has gone along. He's just not being aggressive. He's passing the ball too much. He said he has the Bugatti engine, but he wants to drive the speed limit. So basically what this means is Bronny played super hard less than 6 months ago and had a heart attack while playing. Now he's scared to play like super hard. He plays slow, and he's just not playing fast. And he's saying he limits himself from being good. Like, he has the tools, but he stops himself. But, yeah, it's kind of crazy. He got real. The freaking Bugatti engine and the drive the speed limit. Like, it's crazy. Stephen A. Smith, he compares Anthony Edwards to Kobe Bryant. Players compared to Kobe players compared to Kobe like suffer from being unable to meet expectations. Ant has got a better chance of being Vince Carter, say, than Kobe. Like, Devin Booker, like, yeah, he puts up good stats, but he doesn't have the rings and MVP. Rings are a team accomplishment, though. But, like, just stop trying to compare players to Kobe Bryant. Dude literally missed 3 free throws to tie the game last night. Like, come on. The Pelicans are open to moving Herb Jones per HP Basketball. The Pelicans are thought to be open to moving Herbert Jones. They're high on Jones, but it'll be difficult for the team to pay their stars, Jones and Trey Murphy third period, end quote. I don't know. They have to have a plan to move. Like, they have to try and get some good picks or stuff for him. But why would they do that, though? That's like their best defender. Me personally, I would choose Herb and Trey. But, I don't know. But Hawkins is very good, though, and he's a rookie. I doubt they want to move on from him this early. They gotta play their players. They can't pay all of them. Unless Zion or Ingram Laser gets traded. I think either one of Zion or Ingram's going in the next 2 years. It literally says they're hesitant to pay everyone. But he's one of the best defenders in the league, so it definitely would be bad for them if they trade their best defender. I don't know, it's kind of complicated with their cap situation. The Lakers are interested in Spencer Dinwiddie per at HP Basketball. From DeJounte Murray and Zach LaVine to the most inefficient player in the league with Spencer Dinwiddie. He does not solve any of your problems if you're the Lakers. This is one of the last people you want in your basketball team. He's never been on a good team. And the Mavs were in the playoffs before they traded him. And the others for Kyrie. He ain't bad. He's just not good for the Lakers. He's just so inefficient. He's mid. Jalen Williams in January, 21.1 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, 6.1 assists per game, 65.9% from the field, 63.0% from 3, and 73.3% true shooting. Man, he's underrated. It's because people don't know what's coming. The Nets' asking price for Dorian Finney-Smith is 2 first-round picks per at Nets Daily. 2 firsts for Dorian Finney-Smith? Man. Well, it looks like he's staying in Brooklyn because who the hell is giving 2 first-round picks for Dorian Finney-Smith? More like a bag of chips and a soda, a half-eaten apple, and a pair of socks. I wouldn't even pay 2 ham sandwiches for this guy. That was funny. That kind of just made me laugh. End quote. Continue to watch the Lakers with Bruce Brown to see if there's a pathway. Period. End quote. Eyes emoji at WojESPN. Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown's not going to save your problems. He's a good role player. But he's not going to solve your problems if you're the Lakers. This is not the moving needle for that team. I'm just saying. It's not the moving needle. The Brooklyn Nets are looking to buy talent at the trade deadline, per Windhorse ESPN. End quote. The word through the NBA's Nets are attempting to be buyers. End quote. The Nets GM. Is the man retarded? And Houston owns your picks as well. They don't know it yet. I mean, Houston has all their picks. They kind of have to be buyers. But this is like the most directionalist team in the NBA. Maybe stay under the cap. The tax reload in a couple of years. I don't know what you do. We'll give you Andrew Wiggins. How about that? He can be your big talent. Per your report, Terry Rozier and Jeremy Grant among 6 players the Lakers have been recently eyeing. Man, the Lakers eye everyone in the league. How much help does LeBron James need? They want everyone. They're not gonna get Terry Rozier or Jeremy Grant. Per your report, the Miami Heat are trying to execute a trade by the deadline. I mean, what move can they possibly make, though? I mean, you have 2 first-round picks to trade and a large expiring contract with Kyle Lowry. They'll be in the mix for players on the trading block. They've been linked to, like, DeJounte Murray, Terry Rozier, which can happen. But I don't know. I know this was 2 days ago, but there was discussion of a potential trade deal between the Hawks and Lakers. Hawks received D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood Schifino, additional draft compensation, and a 2029 first-round pick. Lakers received DeJounte Murray, end quote. Talks have since stalled, but are expected to pick back up closer to the deadline. So, these talks have since stalled, but they're expected to pick up closer to the deadline. Man, if the Hawks do this would be a horrible trade. The Hawks should hang up the phone immediately. I know it's been discussed, but the Lakers offer the Hawks declined immediately. That's the discussion. There's a reason talks have stalled. I don't know how people can say this is a good deal. This would be awful. Jalen Hood Schifino is literally a negative in a trade package. Or the Lakers ain't using him right. So the Bucks are also interested in DeJounte Murray, per Chris B. Hayes. He said dude said breaking like he got fucking traded. Like, I got hyped and I saw it like, oh, they're interested. I'm like, what? Then why is this breaking? I mean, they have some stuff to offer. All of their bench, maybe including Chris Middleton. But I don't know what assets. But y'all know that trade wouldn't happen. They're literally not going to trade him. But yeah, it's all the news here from NBA Central. I don't really think there's anything else to talk about here. I guess, except Trae Young's on concussion protocol. So hopefully he's okay. But other than that, there's really not any other news to talk about. So until next time, peace. Enjoy your night.